What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Sycogenesis, again with another episode of MOBA Etiquette. Moving on to tip 4. Now, this tip is basically target priority. Now, target priority pretty much comes in every fight, mostly team fights, but every fight that's more than just 1v1. So, the basics of target priority is it really depends on your current role. Now, let's start with the basics. If you're a DPS role, right? Okay, now in a team fight, as a DPS, your target priority, your VIPs, your bounty hunts, your contracts, your KLS, is going to be a medic, a healer, aka healer, or the squishiest person, the squishiest character you can get to. This doesn't mean that if the healer is in the far back, which they should be, honestly, unless they're a melee, they should be in the far back behind everybody else, right? They should be behind everybody else to keep themselves safe. If the tank's doing their job, they should also, be in front of them. But this doesn't mean that you need to go out of your safety zone, out of harm's reach. If you don't have a viable escape plan, to basically run into the fucking crowd just to fucking kill someone, and you will see footage of that in here in a bit. Now, if you're a tank, your target is pretty much going to constantly fluctuate because the tank's target is generally their VIP is generally anybody who's trying to focus on their squishies. And it doesn't necessarily mean the DPS because everybody can do that. Because everybody can go after the healer if they want to, but some roles do have a priority, like the DPS. Now, if you have an enemy tank going against your healer, you need to stop them. It's anybody who goes after the squishies. Anybody. That's just how it is. Now, we've covered the DPS and the tank. DPS pretty much is just melee range and everything like that. Now, there are some classes that generally aren't in the team fights, but we'll talk about that in another type of video. For that's pretty much it. So let's move along with the footage, and you're gonna see an example of good targeting and bad targeting. Now, I want to remind you guys that just because you're a DPS does not mean, I said this earlier, does not mean you need to go out of your safe zone, okay? If you're a squishy character with no escape plan and you're pushing through, or you're putting yourself out of positioning, which we covered in our last video was positioning. If you're putting yourself out of position, you're not going to get anything done. You're actually hurting your team more than you are. Like I said in the positioning, what was it? Yeah, positioning, do not put yourself in harm's way. Just don't. Always be mindful. You're more helpful alive than dead. So, alright, here we go. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of MOBA Etiquette. And remember, I love you.